Well, I'm Kenny Lowry, and today we're just going to shoot a quick video on getting to know your fountains. When you first get your fountain, there's a couple things I want to go over with you here. Maybe you've never had a fountain and you don't really know what to expect. You don't know what to expect from your new fountain. So there's a couple things that I want to go over that people commonly will call us about that maybe they don't think about or they don't know their fountain yet. The first thing is you've got your fountain. Hopefully you've got it installed correctly. You got your basin slightly above grade all the way around it. That way if you get a heavy rain, it doesn't wash dirt into your basin. So you want that lip to be above your surrounding grade. Hopefully you've got your support box in there. If you installed it yourself or if you had someone install it for you, all the grates, all these basins, these square basins, come with wide open underneath, and you're supposed to use standard size cinder blocks in there to support your fountain. We do have that on the installation instructions, so it's addressed there as to how many you'll need and where to put those. Adding water, this is probably the most common one. A lot of people don't know. You won't know how often your fountain's going to need water. After you've had it a while, you'll kind of get to know it, how often it'll need water. Now that will change with weather conditions. If it's very windy, that's when you're going to lose most of your water because it blows that plume of water. This applies to jar fountains or boulder fountains. All this applies to the same. So it'll blow that water out of there. So if it's windy, you're going to lose water quicker. If it's hot, really extremely hot, especially if you're in the desert part of the United States, it'll dry your water out quite a bit faster as well. So heat, wind, things like that. Algae control, that's another one that you don't know yet. With a jar fountain like this is glazed, if you do get a little algae on it, you just take a soft bristle brush and wipe that off of there. You can do the same with a boulder, just don't use it, don't scrub it, and don't use a stiff bristle brush. You can use a garden hose and spray it off, that kind of thing as well. But algae control, and there again, this is going to be, you don't know your fountain yet. You don't know if it's going to get algae on it. Some fountains don't grow any algae for whatever reason. If it's in the sun, it's probably going to grow more. We do have algae products there to help control it there on the website. And you can use that dosage as a general rule. You really don't know yet how much you need to use. You may need to use just a fourth of what it recommends on there, depending on where, if it's in the sun all day, maybe you need to use more. You don't know those things yet. So until you get used to doing it and adjusting your fountain, it'll take a couple of months probably for you to know when it'll need. Like in this case, I don't put it on in the colder months. This is early spring right now. It really hasn't gotten warm out here yet. It's just now starting to get warm. I will start adding my algae control about once a week, and in the summer when it's really hot, I do it about twice a week. So you don't know yet. Just keep that in mind. You're going to have to experiment and decide which is the right amount for you to use. The same is going to apply to your scale control, which is mineral deposits. Now, at our store location, our retail store location, we have calcium, so it'll turn our boulders and our jars white. Now, usually don't see it, and when the water's running, you don't see this. You don't see that mineral deposit build up on there. But when it's dry, you'll see it, and it attaches to our jars. You really can't get it off. So if you want to try to prevent that from building up, now we have some people will have lime, and what it'll do to our boulders, it turns them white, and we have to reapply the acid to it because it just colors the boulder wherever it's wet. So it's not an uncommon thing. So if you think you have mineral deposits, you may want to use that. I think if you're in a town or city and you have a reservoir, you're probably not going to have mineral deposits. You usually get that when you have wells or springs, things like that. So there again, clean it off, light bristle brush, a soft bristle brush, hose it off, and things like that. You're going to get to know. Fill in the fountain. We fill it up until it's overflowing. Some people just think they put the garden hose on there, they don't fill it up all the way. So go ahead and fill it up to the point that it's overflowing. And we have, actually, this is my fountain at home. You can see I haven't done winter cleanup yet, but this is, it does have an autofill on it, but I don't leave the autofill on all the time. I know that I need to turn it on about once a week and let it run for about an hour, and it fills the basin up, and then I turn it off. It's just something I've gotten to know this fountain after having it here a couple of years, and I know I can just go turn that spigot on, and it'll stay on until it fills off, and then I turn it off. I could leave it on all the time, but I don't. Another thing I do to preserve water, I have a timer. This is all plugged into a timer. It goes off about 11 o'clock at night, comes back on the next morning around 7. That means it's not going to be running through the night, so that's preserving water. If you're losing some water through splash, or if it's windy, those kinds of things, that'll be a 8-hour period there where it doesn't run, so you're not going to be losing any water. Little tips like that you can do if you are having water loss. We do have videos over on the website there about how to control that. You can add an autofill. We have what we call a liner basin install, which will help you do that as well. So hopefully this is just a little some tips here on getting to know your fountain until you've gotten to know it. The next step of video you'd probably want to watch is over on the info page, info tips and how to. It's called Disappearing Fountain Tips and How To. That's the name of the video. Make sure you watch that. That's going to be a fountain that we had there for, at the time, it was 17 years, and I go through what to expect through the 17 years of owning that fountain. So hopefully this helps you. If you have questions about our product, of course, you can reach us at our toll-free number on the website. You can email us as well, and we'd be glad to answer any questions about our products that you would have. If you like what we're doing here and you want to learn more about fountains and things like that, subscribe and like our videos, and follow us, and that way you get to see all the new things that we're doing, and you'll become an expert on water features.